maybe even outside the country, have you guys been able to support that?
Yeah, very easily. I mean, we've done stuff in Australia now remote. We're doing stuff in Brazil remote.
What you say,
South
Australia?
Africa. Yeah.
We got a lot of Feta out there. That's down under. So you guys provide remote tuning almost.
Yeah. I mean, the beauty of Cyvex is the logging is so fast. We can make it be incredibly fast, and it's so easy to use from the sense that, I mean, if we wanted to log a situation right now where it was breaking up or we just flip it over to map 8. Flip it over to map 8, and it would log that. And then you just take the log off the computer, upload it to a computer, send it off to us. We can see exactly what's going on. So it's no different than people remote tuning with the factory controller. We just have a lot better resolution.
That's awesome. And we're going to do a separate video on how to do that, the features, how easy it is for guys like me, knuckle draggers, to actually work it. There's a random boat. There's a random boat.
I bet it has a VR in it. All right, let's figure out how to do rolling anti-lag. All right, traction off.
So traction's off.
Okay, hold on.
And you can hold it even on a fly. You don't have to stop.
Yep. Okay, so go into second.
Okay, second gear, manual.
Yep.
Okay. So second
gear. Get it up to maybe like 5,000, 5,500.
55 in second.
Yep. 5,500.
Yeah.
Pull the cruise control stock.
This one right here.
Yep.
All right.
Floor it. Let go.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh man. Oh, and that's
that was map 1.
I forgot that was
that was map 1.
Is it?
Yeah, and you forgot to shift.
No, I didn't know what to do. I'm a total professional. This is just an act, guys. I'm throwing this out there. I'm just trying to show you guys that anybody can mess that up, not just me. I completely forgot the shift on that one. Weird.
Yeah, you almost do it by sound because it happens so quickly.
And that's now what's the premier, or not the premier? What's the recommended RPM range for rolling anti-lag?
You know, it depends on what clutches you have or what events you're doing.
And let me ask you now, what is the reason why someone would use rolling anti-lag in a car like this?
So it's really useful for roll racing.
Okay.
Or events like Slipstream, where they make you go 45 miles an hour.
So before rolling anti-lag, and this is on your car.
Racing, yeah.
So what thing that sucks, and the reason why I'm kind of leading towards that in the conversation, guys, is I bought the car with carbon ceramics. It was part of the package when I initially got it. And you don't want to break boost on carbon ceramics. They're really expensive to replace. The pads are like $700 for the set. And it's, if you're not a Dubai Prince, you can do it if you got the money, but I don't want to do it. So this rolling anti-lag now gives us the ability to build a boost on the freeway in Mexico or in a race event, and allows us to go there and have some fun and have the availability to have that boost there on the launch.
All right, let's try it again. But let's put it in map 3 this time.
So map 3?
Yep.
Yeah, this is map. Oh, that was just map 1.
Yeah.
What's map 1? Just the daily?
Yeah, it's like 30 psi.
It's so. Slingshot, like.
Yeah. All right, so do it again.
55 in 2?
Yeah.
All right. All right, hold on. 5,000, 5,500. Pulling it. Oh shit! Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh my god! It was fast on map 1. And what was the PSI that we hit?
That's probably like 38.
30. So just to let you know, the reason why I'm kind of freaking out on that is that when we had the reason why we went with the Cortex controller, which we're obviously not using now because we have Cyvex, was we needed to control boost better when we were running on some development ECU stuff on the stock. And I would freak the fuck out when it would go to 33, 34, and he would always yell at me. So now we're hitting 38 on daily driven street files, and the car is just... Now let me ask you, Hank, here's another stupid question. So we did the front axles, your upgrade kit that you offer now from the shop. The rears are still stock.
They are, yeah.
So have you broken the rears? Has any customers have broken the rears?
I have on mine, but we're doing some stuff with the Haldex. So I mean,
got it.
Without a Haldex controller, without you know, some of the modifications we're doing, I don't think you're ever going to break rear axles. I don't think there's enough torque being sent to the rear. So unless you're you know, drag racing on a really hoppy tire, I don't think there's a chance of breaking the rear.
My heart's still pumping, man. That car took off.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I just gotta get used to shifting at 8. That's the...
Yeah, and there's no red line. I'll show you guys a screenshot of the actual dashboard. absolutely no red line that's on the digital cluster at all, which kind of tells you where this setup can go with the built head, with the built motor, not with the IMS 1000. But oh, man, this is unreal. So this is, now let me ask you now, this is going to be these going to be the questions that everybody wants to know. So we went, obviously there's people that have gone faster, and you know the fastest that we've gone was 9.5. No, just because it was the end of the season, 9.5 in the IMS 850 on a stock motor. We didn't want to push it any further. You wanted to go with a built motor. You recommended it. With the IMS 1000, what's something realistic without, let's say you're not running too much power, Hank, and not shattering transmission parts. What's an achievable, with the correct tire, wheel setup, all that jazz, that someone could hit in the quarter mile with the IMS 1000?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably like a 9.3, 9.4 full weight car, and I think it's probably a...
Full weight?
Yeah, I think so. 150, 151.
So 9.5 was completely gutted, or tin can as some people may call it. You're saying 9.3 full weight?
Yeah, I think it's totally doable.
That's unreal.
And then I think probably 8.7s, 8.6s with a really light car.
Oh my God. When you say light, meaning someone maybe a little bit with less fender built on them? Is that what you're trying to say?
Just rear seats out.
Hank, this is amazing. And guys, we're going to go into more detail in future videos, how this car feels. I'm going to put what Hank said to the test. I'm going to see if these cars are actually daily drivable. I'm going to see what this car is like driving every day to work. And we're going to see, Hank.
Yeah.
I'm only a few hours away. I'm going to let you know if I can daily drive this.
Yeah.
Oh, this is unreal.
It's a good package. It's a really good package.
So let me ask you something. Here's in closing in this run around, in this drive, whatchamacallit, what can someone get into on the IMS kit? So someone calling you up, if they're calling you up in the beginning of the month, what's the realistic turnaround if they can get the car to you, let's say at the beginning of the month, and then also financially on a rough estimate for a basic package, what can someone get into for an IMS 1000 kit?
Yeah, I mean, it's these 1000 kits are a little bit more time. They take a little bit more time just because we have to send out cylinder heads. We do have cores, but we also have 14 to 15 RS3s. So there's only so many cores to go around.
Okay. What do you guys want? By the way, just give me. So who wrote "It's not a V6" twice on the gas cap and on the mirror? Who did it? Who done did it?
I don't know.
Yeah, who done did it?
I like that car. I really like the color.
Yeah.
Guess what? This is the slowest car I've ever owned. Just saying.
So, fuck off. All right, so I ain't in closing in this drive. Let me get the camera.
Yeah, let's go back to the pricing and time. So we have cores, we have extra blocks, but we have probably 6,000 or 7,000 cars that are being built right now. So it takes some time because we have to send the heads out.
Got it.
Stuff like that. If you're something like this right now, probably budget around 40,000 realistically.
So I'll tell you one thing that's really cool. So Kyle, a good friend of ours, has a white RS3 that went with their 710 kit, built bottom end. And I feel like I'm driving in his car. It spools the same way. It drives the same way. Usually people say full frames, oh, there's a lot of lag. I mean, obviously this is a very fast car than what I'm used to, but I didn't feel any.
Well, here's the thing. It's like people get really caught up with the torque just skyrocketing to oblivion at 4,500, but you got to remember, if they start looking at just what the car is making at, say, 3,000 RPM or 3,500, it's still making 10 PSI there. And 10 PSI on this big of a turbo is still 400 wheel torque. That's still more than what the factory car makes. It's still getting around in traffic. It's still faster than any minivan. It's still faster than any Yukon.
And I could throw 91 on this thing and not give a crap.
Yeah, we just got back from the gas station. I have no idea what the ethanol content is there, and I don't care.
Because Cyvex is figuring it out, and it's smoothing. Now, regardless of what map I'm in, Cyvex is automatically calculate, even if I'm on the kill file, because of the fuel, it's going to limit that, or give me more.
Yep. And all the safeties are there. If it's over 900 Celsius for EGTs, with a real EGT, not a calculated modeled EGT.
Got it.
It'll start dumping fuel and it'll start pulling boost back. It'll first put in fuel, then it will start pulling boost back if it can't get the EGTs to come down. Same with knock. All the knock sensors work. If it sees knock, it's starting to pull back ignition. If it can't do the ignition, it starts to pull back boost. All these safety parameters are here. I hear this all the time that it's not as safe as the factory ECU, and that is a complete fallacy. We can make this just as safe as the factory controller.
And then everything is customizable because you guys do the tuning in-house. That is cool. I won't lie to you guys. So this is a rough first drive. I got a 5-hour drive here in a little bit to go back to California. We're going to be recording the entire way. Obviously, it's not going to be a 5-hour video, but I can't wait to put more miles in this setup. I can't wait to start racing on this setup. I can't wait to start just driving the car, going food shopping, and letting you guys know what it feels like to drive a potentially 1,100 horsepower, 1,000 horsepower car every day. So Hank, this is amazing. I'm gonna give you my rough review here in the next couple weeks, and I'm gonna hold you to it. I'm gonna see if this car could be daily drivable, and if you run up on me on the street, I may be willing to test out if I can take you to Applebee's. So guys, I'm gonna cut this right here. We're gonna get into detail in the next few videos coming up. We're gonna talk more about Cyvex, what I've learned using it, maybe logging it, how you can do it at home, Unitronic. Man, so much. The clutches, 034 parts that we have on the car. We have engine mounts that are coming. Hank, thanks so much for this.
Yeah, no problem.
This drive has been amazing, and I can't wait to see what we do this year.
Okay, let's do it.
Thank you very much. Guys, check out RSMotorsport. If you want to go fast, go with the fastest people in the industry that are developing and doing some amazing things with 4-door sedans and hairdresser mobiles with either hybrids or big turbo cars. Check out Hank and his crew. Thank you, guys. I'm George, this is Malaka Motorsports. This is Hank, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching.
Take it easy.